In the world of horology, few names command as much reverence and curiosity as F.P. Journe. Founded by the visionary watchmaker François-Paul Journe in 1999, the brand has rapidly ascended into the upper echelons of independent watchmaking, becoming synonymous with technical brilliance, classical inspiration, and a distinct sense of individuality. Journe's approach to watchmaking is deeply rooted in a philosophy that blends 18th century watchmaking tradition with modern innovation. His motto, Invenit et Fecit, meaning he invented it and made it, is proudly inscribed on every dial, serving as both a declaration of independence and a promise of originality. The story of François-Paul Journe begins not in a luxury boutique or a Swiss watchmaking school, but in Marseille, France. Born in 1957, he showed early signs of being mechanically inclined, and eventually pursued formal horological education at the École d'Horlogerie in Paris. But it wasn't until he started restoring antique timepieces, especially those from legendary masters like Breguet and Janvier, that his passion truly took form. These restoration projects exposed him to the golden age of watchmaking and inspired his lifelong pursuit to reinterpret classical complications through a contemporary lens. This grounding in history is part of what makes his creations so intellectually rich. Each watch is not just a time-telling device but a continuation of horological heritage. When F.P. Journe launched his eponymous brand, the first watch he unveiled was the Tourbillon Souverain. It featured a remonteur d'apostrophe copyright gallet copyright, a constant force mechanism rarely seen in modern watches. From the outset, this wasn't just a brand aiming for aesthetic appeal or market popularity. Instead, it was a workshop dedicated to pushing technical boundaries while maintaining an intimate scale of production. Every movement is designed and assembled in-house, a rarity even among luxury watch brands. Most of the brand's calibers are crafted from 18K rose gold, a choice that adds a touch of opulence and signifies the brand's dedication to excellence. One of the most fascinating things about F.P. Journe watches is how they bridge contradictions. They are rooted in classical design yet thoroughly modern in execution. They are technically complex but often visually minimalist. They appeal to collectors and connoisseurs, not just because of their rarity or value, but because each piece tells a story, one of intellect, ingenuity, and soul. Journe is not trying to please everyone, he's crafting watches for those who truly understand watchmaking. Take, for example, the Chronomètre Bleu copyright Résonance. Inspired by the phenomenon of resonance, where two oscillating bodies influence each other and eventually synchronize, this watch uses two balance wheels positioned in close proximity. When properly adjusted, the balances begin to resonate, thereby enhancing timekeeping accuracy. This principle was known in theory but rarely executed in practice, and almost never in a wristwatch. Journe's iteration was a marvel not only of engineering but of poetic horology, taking an invisible physical effect and making it the foundation of a mechanical symphony. Another emblematic piece is the Octa collection. This was the first line of automatic watches by the brand, and it remains one of the most functionally versatile. The Octa movements offer substantial power reserve, so often up to 120 hours, so without sacrificing thinness or elegance. Within the Octa family, you'll find complications ranging from annual calendars to moon phases, all within a movement architecture that remains impressively consistent. The Octa also embodies one of Journe's less discussed but significant philosophies, the pursuit of comfort. These watches are designed to wear well, feel balanced on the wrist, and age gracefully. Beyond mechanical complexity, F.P. Journe is known for a very specific design language. The dials are unmistakable, asymmetrical layouts, Arabic numerals in a custom serif typeface, blued steel hands, and off-center subdials. There is a quiet eccentricity to the designer, a refusal to conform to the industry's norms. And yet, it never feels forced. Instead, it feels personal, as if each detail was carefully considered not for mass appeal, but for harmony. The cases are often crafted in platinum or 18K gold, with beautifully curved lugs and subtle finishing that whispers luxury rather than shouting it. Collectors often speak about F.P. Journe in hushed tones, as if discussing a sacred craft. The brand's watches are notoriously difficult to acquire, with long waiting lists and limited production numbers, so around 800 to 900 pieces annually. This scarcity is not a marketing tactic but a necessity. Everything is made under one roof, from movement fabrication to case polishing. And unlike many brands, Journe himself still plays an active role in the design and oversight of production. This hands-on approach is rare and invaluable in today's corporate-driven industry. Some of the most sought-after pieces are the subscription models, particularly the early Tourbillon and Résonance watches, which were offered on a subscription basis to fund the brand's launch. These watches now command astronomical prices at auction, not merely because of their rarity, but because they represent the genesis of a modern master's legacy. Likewise, the Chronomètre Bleu has become something of a cult favorite. With its tantalum case and striking blue dial, it blends sportiness with elegance, making it one of the most versatile and desirable modern timepieces. F.P. Journe has also ventured into grand complications, as seen in pieces like the Tourbillon Souverain and the Chronomètre Souverain. These are watches that defy easy explanation, are full of chiming mechanisms, celestial displays, and intricate gears, are crafted not for show but as manifestations of human ingenuity. It's not uncommon for these watches to take years to develop and months to assemble. Each one is a milestone in contemporary horology, proving that even in the 21st century, mechanical watchmaking can still astonish. Beyond the watches themselves, the brand has created a unique culture. Journe's boutiques are minimalistic, inviting, and designed to feel more like salons than stores. The brand also maintains a loyal base of collectors, many of whom are as passionate about horology as Journe himself. The company hosts private events, educational talks, and collector gatherings that foster a sense of community. This is more than a brand, it's a movement. What makes F.P. Journe truly remarkable is that it remains fiercely independent in a landscape increasingly dominated by luxury conglomerates. This independence allows the brand to maintain its identity, take risks, and invest in innovation without external pressure. Journe himself has said he prefers to make what he likes, not what the market dictates. This creative autonomy results in watches that are deeply personal, often surprising, and always memorable. As time passes, F.P. Journe watches are only becoming more revered. Their value in the secondary market continues to climb, but more importantly, their reputation as future classics is cementing. These are not just watches to own, they are watches to understand, to study, and to appreciate. Each piece is a chapter in a larger story, a narrative of mechanical excellence and artistic integrity. In the end, an F.P. Journe watch is not about trends, brand status, or flashy designs. It's about a singular vision, executed with obsessive precision. It's about reviving the soul of watchmaking and presenting it in a form that is both timeless and relevant. For those lucky enough to wear one, an F.P. Journe is more than a timepiece, it's a testament to the enduring power of craftsmanship, vision. Thanks for watching. Wait for the next video.